Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Can you see? Can you see me?
I can hear you. Your picture is not up yet. There we
Okay,
go.
there.
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you, Dr. Amir.
It's a absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, okay. Wow. I could you finally can't believe you're here. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah,
Okay, my wonderful friend, let's get started. So,
okay.
I would like to ask you, is there anything in particular that you would like us to focus on today?
Uh balance, uh healing of the soul and guidance. Man,
Mhm.
guidance. Healing of the soul and guidance and wisdom.
Okay. What makes you think that the soul requires healing? Usually, most of the injuries are with the energetic part of the body or the shard of the soul, which is traumatized and injured through many,
Yeah,
many incarnations.
that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Understood. Understood.
Yeah. Yeah.
So soul injuries are less common,
Okay.
but they are not impossible. So, say, for example, a being is multi-universal, and so
Mhm.
before this universe is even created, they've gone through many, many and evolved through them, and then they come through and they may have old injuries. Regardless, whatever the case may be, we'll have a look into it.
Yeah. Okay.
And with regards to the guidance, I'm assuming information about what would fulfill your highest soul purpose, uh,
Yeah.
right?
Correct. After
Okay, okay,
everything that's been going on, I would like to. Yeah. No. Go ahead. Yeah.
understood. Okay, absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you for being so clear and articulate about what you need. We will absolutely have a look into all of this together. Okay, so let's get started. I like to begin with cleansing my space. So if you've got any Palo Santo or sage or incense, that would be good. If it's not right at hand, I'll do it on behalf of both of us.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Kevi, do you
Yes, sir.
sing? Do you sing?
No, I just started doing mantras. I
Okay.
just started doing mantras, and uh, that's about the closest to singing I could. Yeah.
There is something incredibly and remarkably powerful about your voice. And so this could possibly be something where you can express immense healing through the voice. Some
Hmm.
people do this, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
That could be something that is relevant here because your voice is sublime, right? And I can just think that you use this in music and in singing, it'll be incredibly powerful. Okay, so
Okay.
sending towards you intentions of cleansing and uplifting and healing. And now doing this for myself, cleansing my space and my vessel, so I may be a pure channel for divine light, wisdom, and healing. Okay,
Okay.
so moving now to my singing bowl. Additional cleansing through sound, but it'll
Mhm.
help me tune in and get some initial information for you.
Okay.
Okay, incredible strength. I'm getting angelic energy, angelic energy. Again,
Okay.
associated with vibration, geometry, tone, and then very much so down the line music. Music does not have to just be in the form of sound. Anything that is harmonious and, let's say, proportionate, this could be beautiful, this could be musical. And
Okay.
so that is very much so part of your expression, part of your signature. I'm also getting the role of the speaker of truth, messenger. Very, very powerfully is I'm getting Gabriel, right? The angel or archangel that speaks for the divine, or is a messenger, so to speak, or a facilitator between the conscious human mind and the infinite soul. So, truth, harmony, geometry, balance, music, that is coming very, very powerfully through.
Okay.
So, as far as it goes with initial information, a lot is getting in. This would indicate that there are not very many severe blockages, which is good. So, first things first, things are not looking too bad.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I'd like to ask for your permission, excuse me, and connect to your energy. And let's begin the car wash. So you come in one
Okay.
side and you leave the other with a mirror polish.
Okay.
Okay, fantastic. May I begin?
Yes, sir, you may.
Thank you very much. Calling to my beloved, beloved source of all sources, source of all things in all domains, asking for the removal of obstacles, for light, for strength, for remembering, for guidance, for all that is appropriate and aligned with our highest soul purpose, highest good, greatest life, health, wealth, joy, abundance, excitement, and evolution. May these blessings overflow, and may the overflow wash across the cosmos and serve the highest good of all. Okay, my wonderful friend, your energy is incredibly powerful. I'm finding it almost difficult to stay in the body. As a result of your presence, I'm being elevated. I'm seeing with you this like cone or spotlight of pure divine illumination. You are something very special, very, very powerful, and pure. While I was using the singing bowl, I got friction, which this would indicate that the entire life you faced challenge. Nothing has been straightforward. And so this would be appropriate for you. With an elevated rank, the opposition would also be elevated. Oh, something big is about to go down. Okay. And I'm getting goosebumps all over. All right. Okay, starting from the branches of the soul star. We've got some obstruction here. Let's see where it is starting. So you've got about 20% open flow, meaning that you're not on life support. That is good. But there's a rather major obstruction between, let's say, the divine realm, infinite soul, and the light that's actually making it into the human body. And let's have a look where. This is going way beyond light. It's coming from primordial sound. So, again, comes in geometry. This is the form of the beings or the consciousness in that domain. Then we have light, which is angelic beings, and then we have dimensions forming. And so the obstruction is coming from there. So please allow me to correct myself. You are more evolved than the beings of light. So more evolved than angelic beings. We just went to a whole different reality.
Okay.
And so this is where your opposition originates from. You're a being of sound. So let me first get this out of the way, and then we'll speak more about it. I want to get flow. I want to get light into you. Okay, so the zone from which we are approaching this obstruction is the primordial void. We have the beloved source, everything everywhere. Beneath the feet of the beloved source, we have the void. Nothing exists but all possibilities. Then we've got sound, where vibration begins. This is where you come from. Then vibrations speed up. We have light, and then we have dimensionality. And then the laws of universes may vary from one to the next. Okay. Okay, building up energy. Vajra kili kilaya sarva vignam vamhumpe. Vajra kili kilaya sarva vignam vamhumpe. Vajra kili kilaya sarva vignam vamhumpe. In the name of the beloved source of all things, I pull the obstruction originating from primordial sound out of the branches of your soul star into a central location. Those that have caused this obstruction have violated universal divine law. I pull their consciousness into this bubble also. All those in alliance with these beings, in action, intention, I pull into this bubble. I set them ablaze with the appropriate strength and frequency of divine fire, so that they may burn to such a degree for what remains to be of service to the highest good of all once again. I peg this into reality and speak it into existence. Okay, let's take a look. Obstruction out of the tree, that is good. And let's check the fire. It is working. Okay, excellent. Where free will exists, there is always the possibility of choosing wrong. And so this universe is a free will one. Before angels began to fall, this corruption started higher in sound. It seems the only place where this has not seeped into is the void, because there is nothing to corrupt. It's all just potential and possibility. Okay, let's pull light in. And so let there be light. Calling to my beloved source of all sources, calling to your infinite soul, asking for fresh new light. Light never used, never circulated, never recycled. Light for the purpose of bringing to full strength this beloved being. And pulling down light into your branches, coming down, concentrating in your soul star, coming down the bridge, entering the crown, filling the head, coming down the neck, going sideways into both shoulders, down to the tips of the fingers, washing over your throat, heart, filling the torso, solar plexus, sacral, tanden, roots, now going sideways into both hips, down the thighs, towards the knees, shins, ankles, filling the feet and pumping into the earth, into your major roots. Okay, good. Okay, that is out of the way. Soul bridge intact, in perfect condition. So when we're born, soul bridge and earth bridge under the feet, these are severed. So we don't get intuition or upload anything from the earth. So the incarnation is quote unquote fair. You've reconstructed this yourself, and now looking at the feet, the earth bridge is also intact. This is no small act. Well done. Well done. Connection to earth, powerful. Soul bridge, powerful. And it seems that even before you took human form, you were involved in this battle for balance. It is so at this sacred balance point, we become superconductors for the light of the divine, and evolution is at its peak. It's its most optimal position. Too much light or too much dark, resistance goes up infinitely, and so they're both equally harmful. And so, even before coming into human form, you've been a warrior towards this neutral, this sacred balance, this neutrality. Okay, everything from the soul star above, clear, bridge is perfect. And so now let's start looking at the crown. There originally was something like an old school crown. Like if you look through it, it's hollow, and then you've got these spokes around it. This was placed on the top of the head. Attached to it were parasitic AI. I say were because you have burnt away 60% of this device completely. Highly impressive. So you have powerful healing ability, and you also, so that is also evident from the tanden underneath the sacral. This is already active, powerfully so. So you're a shaman, you're a healer. This is evident in your energy. But also you are very masterful with the manipulation of energy. Okay, this is now going into manifestation, or with
Right.
other words, magic. You are a very
Mhm.
powerful practitioner. Okay, this is
Thank you.
impressive. So let's remove the remainder of this foreign
Mhm.
body, this object from the crown. Let's see what it's exactly doing right now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Originally, there would have been 10 equally spaced AI plugging into the crown. This is within the lifetimes where you are human. Very
Okay.
early on, very early on. And so, since lifetime after lifetime, you've just eroded this thing away, just
Okay.
demolished it completely. What remains are 4, and they are kind of chunky. They've been feeding on your energy for quite some time. What these little bastards do. So imagine you want to reach a meditative state, you want the
Yeah.
calm surface of the lake to see the reflection, and so they're just causing waves.
Yeah.
Plus, in the conditions of sleep, when you want to fall asleep, it'll make it difficult with cyclical thoughts, also quality
Yeah.
of sleep, messing with your dreams. And then memory, not just the physical memory, but soul memory.
Right.
Now, in your case, this is not incredibly severe, but still, the very presence of these guys is not benefiting you. It is harming you. So
Mhm.
let's get these out. Okay, so this one I'm going to use the Atlantean sistrum, or
Mhm.
then later inherited by the Egyptians. I'll shift them out of your phase so they're not in the same dimension. So as we remove them, they don't snag on anything and cause any injury.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to start from the front of the forehead and then go around. So starting, going above the right ear, back of the head, left ear, and full circle. Okay, very, very gently and respectfully, I'm entering the head from above the right ear, going in, moving underneath the brain, going into the sinus cavity, and now slowly pushing upwards. These guys are heavily entangled around the third eye also. Okay, pushing up, entering the cranial cavity. Third eye is free. Pushing up, substantial growth. So these roots that have grown in are very, very, very old. You've been down here for a long time, my friend, like myself.
Yeah.
pushing up, got all the major roots, approaching the vortex of energy that is your crown, pushing up. I've got all the roots, moving them up into the soul bridge, moving upwards. Crown is free. Now pulling this out towards the left of your body, pulling out of your aura. And so these guys are dark as they come. No negotiation. There's no point. There's no evolving these guys. Let's just burn it and be done with it. So let's immediately wash with light. So feminine, magnolia. Already you're pulling in perfect flow of light. We're going to use that and wash the crown and third eye, and also the energy structure associated with the brain, filling up all the little cavities left from these roots. Okay, healing the crown, your energetic structure with the head and third eye. Okay, perfect, perfect. They were taking mental strength from you.
Yeah.
You're capable of so much. I mean, sharp mind, high IQ, exceptional. And yet they're just sapping energy out. It would make the long-term concentration challenging.
Yeah.
This was this nasty stuff. Let's see how long. So crown and third eye clear, and everything above clear. Let's go to the back of the head, the jade gate. So this is another portal of information. The gentle whispers of the soul coming through the crown, we call that intuition. The jade gate is different. It's not a conversation sentence by sentence. It's a whole packet of information, compiled information. So access to, let's say, libraries, Akashic records,
Exactly.
divine
Yeah.
library of life, so on. This is coming through here. Also, however, this part I find unlikely for you. Other aspects of the self for young souls come in the form of guides and ancestors and angels and whatnot. Ha, look at me, rah, rah, rah. I'm Archangel, blah, blah, blah. Look, my wings are so pretty. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, you don't need this.
Yeah.
You're far too evolved. You are not a novice. You're not a young soul. So let's have a look at, okay, Jade Gate, about 5% open. Let's open this up and see who you are, where you come from.
I would like to know, could you get a name also?
We'll most certainly try. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely. Names are meant to express qualities.
Yeah.
And so we'll see if there is, let's say, a linguistic form that you would like to be known by, or if such a thing existed. This is not uncommon. So, for example, a certain energy comes down either in, let's say, a non-physical form or embodied in a human vessel over and over, and different cultures call it by different names. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Same.
One calls it something, one calls it, so it could be, let's say, the god of thunder. The Viking called it Thor, and the Hindu called it Indra. Same consciousness.
Okay.
So we'll take a look. Sequoia, Californian sequoia. This breaks up obstructions into the consistency of fine, dry sand, and then I'll vacuum it out using obsidian, volcanic glass. Very absorbent, very protective. Okay, so focusing on the base of the skull. And moving backwards and outwards. And now let's vacuum what we have broken up. Every last little particle. Okay, and let's see what we can get. Okay. You probably will be surprised, but in a most pleasant way. The energy is Krishna. Krishna is the deity of music, he who gives to each what their heart truly desires. And in this form, Krishna is volatile. The best form of Krishna is with his beloved companion, Lilu. They have this childlike joy, and she brings the very best out of him. He becomes beautiful. And then we've got examples of Krishna coming across a warrior with hatred in his heart, and Krishna becomes the god of war, wreaking havoc. And so in this case, if this is what you are bringing in, the people that you surround yourself with, these are very important. They can make you or break you. It is your nature to grant them what their heart desires. And so that would be the manifestation part, powerful manifestation. This would cause great, let's say, excitement in your incarnations. But at the same time, the company is very important.
Okay.
Like a mirror, but a true mirror, showing what is in the heart of every other person.
Right.
And so in the most benevolent form, we've got Krishna shown sitting there in a childlike appearance, innocent, full of joy and love, playing a little flute. That is the height of it, yes?
Okay.
And so that's the name that you were seeking. But that is just the interpretation
the interpretation.
Of the wonderful Hindu people. Now that we have you, the real thing, let's dig a little bit deeper beyond this. Okay, incredibly powerful and potent manifestation from a location that is seldom reached by any consciousness. Once you reach sound, you're pretty much evolved out of one universe. Let's see here how far back we can go with your energy. Okay, this is now becoming more interesting. This Krishna is not one singular soul. It is a property of the beloved divine. And so this is where you're coming from. You're not created by a local prime creator in one single universe. You are an aspect of balance, divine balance, right from the beloved source. And so therefore you have a presence everywhere. Everywhere. Now this balance sometimes comes in a active and, let's say, warrior-like manifestation where somebody has gone too far to the light, there's something that destroys it and brings it down, or something has gone too far to the dark, something destroys it and brings it to balance. You do the same thing, but in a much more compassionate way. So ultimately, giving to each being what their heart truly desires facilitates balance in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, understood.
And so this is that property of the beloved source. And ultimately, from this beautiful chaos that is everything everywhere, balance is built into the system. So you're one of the mechanisms that the beloved source of all things has put into place before any individual universe is created. And so you are beyond time. This is the nature of that beloved soul from which a shard is incarnated in this body.
Okay.
So that's the big picture. And then down the line, Hindu have called you one thing, probably Greeks and Persians have called you something, Chinese have had the same exact thing, calling you something different, Egyptians something different. The one that came to my mind was the Krishna with that whole thing. Again, music. So your fundamental energy is joyful. And so that would bring the height of your, let's say, manifestation, the childlike joy and innocence. This is the
Okay.
most beautiful aspect of you. And God help whoever pisses you off, because then you bring the storm, lightning, whatever is needed. Nature is you.
Okay.
I'm honored to be in your presence.
I'm
How
honored to be in
wonderful.
yours, brother.
You know, in all the, seriously, in all the energies described in the pantheon of deities, Krishna is my favorite.
Yes. Okay.
So, and also the Hindu have the same thing. Shiva, not so much,
Hmm.
much more aggressive. I suppose Shiva would be the destroyer, that kind of warlike bringer of balance. You are the gentle, benevolent bringer of balance. And so, therefore, your energy is near and dear to my heart. And I was feeling this immense power coming from you. Whoa. And now we have some semblance of understanding what that is.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. I wasn't expecting this one. Excellent. Okay. So, head and everything above clear.
Thank you.
So now I'd just like to go down to the other side of the vessel, which is knee level and below, which is healthy. Just do a little bit of clearing. Before we get into the torso, these are
Mhm.
now as we're going down the scales of vibration, especially towards the, let's say, sacral and root, they're becoming very physical. So
Okay.
easy peasy. Seriously, the most important thing was that obstruction in the branches of the soul star. As you came into this universe, something restricted you from the realm of sound, saying,
Okay.
we want to do our thing. Balanced? No. We don't need any of that. We want to go extreme. And so now with this opening up, it's not just a healing, now going back to the words that you used. Healing of the soul. Your words were spot on. I stand corrected.
Thank you.
I stand corrected. I get it now. A lesson for me to be humble. And
Thank
thank
you.
you for that. So now that that is open, it is not just a healing for the shard that's in the body. It affects you everywhere. And I mean everywhere. You're beyond time and location. So a change in you here is a change in you everywhere. So this
Everywhere.
benevolent and gentle bringer of balance will become much more potent cosmically. Okay, so let's have a look. Now we're dealing with the wonderful human, the wonderful
Okay.
Kevi. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, knee level, good. None of the insulation. What I see very frequently is a substance like tar or black goo that's sprayed knee level down. Very low
Mhm.
sentience, it's dumb, but it's an effective insulator,
Mhm.
disconnecting people from the earth. This is not true in your case. Connection to earth is 100%. So we're just doing a little bit of dusting, really. Okay, so a little bit above the knees and clearing knees, shins, ankles, focusing on the feet. So going into the heels of the feet, coming forward towards the toes, and now the soles of both feet. Special attention to the feet. These are very important. Opening up the soles. Now going below into the earth bridge, earth star, and your major root system. So again, a chakra is above soul star and below earth star. They've got numerous names. I just see them as branches and roots. The root system fills the entire planet. So let's just vacuum up what we broke into sand. Knees, shins clear, ankles good, feet perfectly clean, earth bridge 100%, going into Earth star, and the major roots are clean. So what we are going to do, bring you to 100%, and then I want to give you more, much more. The human vessel is limited, but still, for all intents and purposes, this is what we're working with. We want to push it to the maximum. There's a limit on how much you can push in one go. And in my humble experience, no more than tenfold.
Okay.
Then the body needs a period of rest to adjust to the new flow, and then you're good to go again.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be any hard limit. So with this process, practitioners become truly powerful. It's not about accumulation of energy, it's all about the flow.
Okay.
So when need be, you can pull in an entire storm. And
Okay.
when there's no need, you just sit down, chill, I don't know, watch garbage on YouTube. You don't need that much flow. It's all about being a superconductor. So increased bandwidth or throughput, this is what is required. There's a big distortion in that notion among many people. It's not accumulation, it's how much you can pull through. Okay, so, and I'm burning with energy. We're both between us, we are pulling in so much. Let there be light. Calling to my beloved, beloved, source of all sources, source of all things and all domains. Calling to your infinite soul and asking for fresh, new light, light never used, never circulated, and never recycled, light for the purpose of maximizing and optimizing the flow and capacity of this beloved being, so that it is aligned with their highest soul purpose and highest good. Greatest life, greatest health. Okay, bringing you up first to 100, pulling down light into the branches of the soul star itself, down the bridge, entering through the crown, filling the head, coming down the neck, going into the shoulders, all the way to the tips of the fingers, washing over the throat, heart, solar, sacral, tanden, root, going into the hips, thighs, shins, filling the feet, powerfully pumping into the earth bridge, concentrating into the earth star, and now giving it powerfully into your root system. Now expanding the whole thing together. Times 2, 250, 300%, 350, 400. Okay, the opposition and the, let's say, forces of imbalance, they are fleeing. And I have a purpose usually with extending the flow or increasing the flow. Any booby traps, hidden portals, regenerative technology, anything of that nature. Once you start increasing the flow, you're springing the trap.
Okay.
And so far, no traps and anything that would have opposed you, with a healthy buffer zone. As you are going out, it is moving out, giving you space. They're running.
Okay.
So nothing wishes to challenge you. Best
Thank you.
type of enemy.
Thank you.
Let's continue. 450, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700. The flow wishes to increase. It's going a little ahead of me. The only limitation is the human body. That's it. The soul is powerful. 750, 800, 850, 900, 950, and 1,000%. Okay.
Mhm.
Pulling through, all looking good, no damage, no sign of stress. Coming through, looking at the feet, into the earth. Okay, everything is in perfect flow.
Good, good.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So
Mhm.
now we're dealing with history as a human, the vessel and the shard of the soul. So let's take a look at the throat together. Okay, so your powerful and loving truth has the potential to offend the fragile egos of many. And
Yeah,
so,
right.
therefore, you would have been unjustly punished for your truth.
Mhm.
Some of it is this lifetime, but there's one big cord. Let's see how far back this big one goes. This is 1,400 years ago. 600. What's going on here? Where is this? There's powerful magic around it. They're using frequency hopping. It's just, jumping all around the place, making it difficult to pinpoint. This is advanced stuff. We got to take care of this. Okay, let's burst their bubble, because right now I can't. It's jumping Europe, South America, Egypt, Asia, just going all around the place and then popping out into different realities. Let's burst the bubble. Om Vajra Kili Kilaya Sarva Vignam Vamhumpe. Om Vajra Kili Kilaya Sarva Vignam Vamhumpe. Om Vajra Kili Kilaya Sarva Vignam Vamhumpe. The source of this cord, draining energy, preventing the fullest expression of loving truth in this beloved being. I pin you down into a single set of coordinates in reality, and I burst the protective bubble around you so that you may be seen by all. I peg this into reality and speak it into existence. Okay. Now let's look and see who is the source of this. Where are we going? Okay, India. How old is this cord? 1,400 years. What's going on here? Okay. This is a misunderstanding of a certain type of energy. You came across a very powerful Agori. These are black magicians and cannibals. The deity that they follow is called Kali.
Okay, great.
Kali is also an instrument of balance. You see, these all have their own function, but these particular people, they like to keep to themselves. Now, somehow there was friction between that aspect of you and one of these very powerful Agori. And so the spell was cast. The guy is a true master. I could not see him until we went to the void and pinned him down. What is the beef? Usually if we can convince the person to undo it and bring resolution, that is the best one. But that's not all that we can do. If there is a refusal for peace and balance, we'll send the guy to spiritual prison. There are laws, and this is a violation of that. Okay, opening a portal and joining the individual skinny, covered in ash, already over 100 years old for that day and age. This is a miracle. Powerful, powerful. Pure darkness. The purity is admirable. Why, dude, why? What is the offense here? Something about a woman. What of it? So there's jealousy. So there's some sort of an intimate relationship or triangle between one woman, you, and the Agori. You're not supposed to even marry, dude. What the hell? There's denial here, all sorts of... So there's no taking of responsibility. It's jealousy and vengeance, low vibration, very unbecoming of someone so powerful. Okay, gig is up. Undo what you did, or you're going to prison. Okay, there's unwillingness. I think some rectification is in order. Kali is a being of the primordial void. Let's educate this gentleman. Vajra kili kilaya sarva vignam vamhumpe. Vajra kili kilaya sarva vignam vamhumpe. Vajra kili kilaya sarva vignam vamhumpe. I pull your consciousness into a central location. You have caused enormous harm and great violation of divine universal law. I set you ablaze with the appropriate strength and frequency of divine fire, so that you may burn to such a degree for what remains to be of service to the highest good of all once again. I assign to you, in terms of teaching and healing, beloved Kali Ma and the Vajra Kila, so that this distortion causing you to violate universal law is permanently rectified. I speak it into existence and bring it into reality. Okay, a very unique type of flame is working on the guy. Pure white, opposite to the black that he has embodied. He has not understood the meaning of what the void is, and he's abused the position of power. And so, let's see, in your vessel, the throat. Okay, as the being that has caused this is gone, the major cord is being evaporated. It never existed. Okay, closing the portal behind me. Coming back to the here and now. Okay, this was a biggie. This was one of those regenerative things. So a regular healer would heal the throat and it would pop back in.
Okay.
Okay, so what remains in the throat? Let's just break up the little dust and wash over. Now vacuuming all the residue out of the throat. And let's heal using the divine feminine energy, magnolia tree. Let's wash over and restore the throat chakra, bringing in light, powerful light, and healing and restoring the throat to its perfect condition. Okay, much better, much better. Wow, that was a biggie. I've never these Agori, nobody messes with them.
Yeah.
And there's so few of them. So absolutely incredible event in your history.
Okay.
You went against an Agori and survived.
Wow.
This
Okay.
is just indication of your rank and power.
Okay.
And then plus the stuff with the crown that you already had destroyed. So yes, just be confident in your true power.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's have a look at the heart. Regular stuff. Let's look at the solar. And sacral and roots. Let's take a look and see if there's any energy harvesting. No, nothing is stolen from the root. No theft of kundalini. That is good. We share this energy with the rest of the animal kingdom. Food, shelter, reproduction, physical security. That is healthy. That's intact. Tanden is powerful. You are a master healer. Sacral is good. Creativity, sensuality, artistic beauty. This is, by the way, the boundary of being human. So the healing ability and the security part we share with the animal kingdom. So heart and solar. Okay, let's start with the heart. So these are the two that need a little bit of work. The rest is all good.
Okay.
My wonderful friend, as divine beings, we love. And sometimes we get hurt. This could happen through loss, through heartbreak, through betrayal, or through others seeing our loving and gentle nature as weakness and taking advantage of it. Such injuries may come from this lifetime, earlier on in childhood, and many of it from other incarnations. With your heart, it's kind of equal. So it seems the themes have been the same, lifetime after lifetime. So what you've experienced, this one seems to be the standard. Not too much, not too little. No major chords. Now, every time we are injured in this way, the perfect jewel that is the heart is chipped or cracked, and little roots and implants and cords can grow into it. So what we're going to do is pull back all the energy of love that you have given, heat up the heart, melt it, and cast it brand new, as if any injury never existed.
Okay.
Very gently and respectfully going in from the front of the chest and surrounding the heart, going underneath it and supporting it like a soft pillow. I call back all the energy of love that you have so graciously and generously given to everyone and everything. That energy that is in imbalance. It is yours and it belongs with you. I call it forth. Okay, we've got vortices coming in from all directions and entering the heart, starting to warm it up, heating it up, losing solidity, becoming wobbly like jelly, melting from the edges inward. We've got a perfect liquid. Now I'm going to go through the heart itself from the right side and just scooping out all the little cords, roots, implants, all the tendrils. Consistency like steel scrubbing wire you use to scrub pots and pans. Pulling all of this out. Heart is free. And now removing this out from the left side of your rib cage. Pulling out of your aura and burning all of it back to where it comes from. Returning beneath the heart and supporting this perfect emerald color liquid. Flow of energy is continuing. Let's continue to heat the heart up. Starting to bubble and evaporate. More energy coming in. Turning into a perfect emerald color gas. More energy coming in. This is faster than usual. Heating the gas up to a supercharged plasma. Okay, and now boom, we have a sun. Perfect little emerald color sun in the center of the chest. Now this is critical energy. Anything that is not love burns away. Still more energy coming in. We can't heat it up anymore, so let's make it larger. Okay, filling the chest. Now leaving the boundaries of the chest. The entire body now fits inside this green sun. making it larger, more energy coming in, filling the room, the house, the building fits in, size of a city block, size of a big city, size of a county, more coming in, size of a country, 2 major streams coming in, size of a continent, rapidly growing, twice the diameter of the Earth, so the Earth is now fitting inside the Sun. Our little solar system, one stream still continues, incorporating our little galaxy. And now we've got back your energy. Okay. Big imbalance. You were owed quite a lot.
Oh, thank you.
So now let's return this sun to its original size without any loss of energy. So as we shrink it, it's going to become stronger, more energetic. Okay, shrinking back down, coming back to the size of our little solar system, size of the planet, coming down just to the size of a continent, country, county, large city and city block, the building you're in, coming into the room, now just surrounding the body, and now going back into the chest and back to its original size. Okay, this is now super energized. I think we'll leave it like this. We're not going to cool it down back to a crystal. A sun is so much cooler. And so, like a self-cleansing oven, at this level of energy, anything that wants to attach will just burn away. And so you'll be able to love and feel like normal, but nothing can come back in.
Okay.
And so
Thank you.
this level of imbalance or loss of energy, this is the age of the earth. So you come into the first human incarnation, and over millions of years, this level of loss occurs. So you're going to be good, let's say, for the next few thousand years.
Okay.
This
Thank
kind
you.
of imbalance does not occur overnight. Another thing, now that this level of energy is within you, you can use it defensively. So same way that we went supernova, anything you don't like, you just will, and the heart will expand. You cleanse the vessel, or even a stadium full of people. Something doesn't fit your fancy, you can go supernova. Anything dark will have to run, and then you
Okay.
pull it right back in. So this is your first level of defense. Of course, you cleansed everything remaining inside the vessel. Anything we may have lost, not on the central axis, this also was burnt out. So
Okay.
this is a perfect mechanism of, let's say, self-maintenance and healing. Okay, wonderful. So heart and everything above in perfect condition. Everything below, so this solar, sacral, the tanden and root, these are now perfectly cleansed also. So what we're going to do is completely repair them, repair the energetic structure, and then fully charge them, bring them to full power. For the healing, I've used, so with other centers, you see, I use the magnolia, the feminine energy.
Right.
This would be, if I wanted to describe it, it's the energy of a mother gently rocking her baby. So very, very soft and soothing. As mentioned, everything is about balance. So we have feminine and masculine. The masculine will bring full energy back. If I wanted to describe, this is from the cedar tree. If I wanted to describe the energy that this one brings in, it would be the presence of divine masculine in your life. So the grandfather, the father, the uncle, the brother, the son, the grandson that you never had. Not because they were evil, but because they were also bound. They could not do better. So
Okay.
giving you back this energy, it looks like the chakras are fully charged and it would be the equivalent that you had the divine masculine present as was intended. Doesn't matter what went down, the energy is there now. So first let's reconstruct and heal. So looking at the solar plexus, some puncture wounds, you burnt out some cords. An injury to this location would be when people cause you pain with their words, going at your self-esteem, your confidence, your endurance, and so on. So let's repair the solar. Okay, washing over with light. Excellent. Moving down to the sacral. This was doing pretty good to begin with. So sacral and root plus the tanden, these are doing really well. Just bringing them to 100% health. Now going to the tanden. Tanden is active and powerful. You're some sort of a healer. Please don't say no. It's already, I can see it. Okay. No point denying it.
Okay.
Tanden is good and root is healthy. Now let's bring everything to full strength. So let's start with the crown. This is the masculine energy. Bringing it to full power and vitality so that you may have clear and concise thoughts, that you may strategize with wisdom and ingenuity. Coming down to the third eye, fully charging so that you may manifest what you feel within with grace, wisdom, and compassion. Over the jade gate, so that the wisdom of your infinite soul is always available to you. Coming over the throat, so that you may speak your loving wisdom and truth freely. Heart is good. Heart is perfect. We've already taken care of that one. Coming over solar plexus, so that you may have perfect self-esteem, confidence, and endurance, so that you complete any task that you set your brilliant mind upon. And now coming down to the sacral, so that you may continue bringing beauty and grace into the world in your own unique and classy and beautiful way. And now coming over the tanden. Tanden is good, man. You're pulling in healing energy from source. You've got your own style. It's not limited to shamanic or let's say Qigong or Tai Chi or Reiki or any of those. It's a mix of all of them. You've got your own thing. Yeah. Very, very, very powerful. So that is good. And then the root, so that your security, your survival, your abundance, and your connection to this reality is unbreakable and indestructible, knowing that your abundance is guaranteed by the cosmos. Okay, that is everything. So the car wash is complete. I want to do one or two more steps.
Okay.
So what we have done is connected heaven to earth. You're pulling in light from the soul through the body, pushing it into your root system and nourishing the planet. And so benefiting, healing, and evolving her. Our relationship with our beloved Mother Earth has always meant to be symbiotic. And so she absolutely returns the favor. So we're going to pull in healing and life force in from your roots and guide it up through the vessel into the branches and connect earth to heaven. Both of these flows are absolutely necessary. Without that, the human vessel is working with half its capacity. So let's bring in energy from the earth, calling to our beloved Mother Gaia, asking for her healing and blessings. Okay, pulling in, your root system fills the planet, so there's a big wave about to enter. Pulling in this energy into your root system, concentrating it in the Earth Star, powerfully moving up the Earth Bridge, entering from the base of your feet, ankles, reaching knees, hips, starting to fill the torso, reaching the level of the heart, throat, now pouring into the shoulders, down all the way to the tips of the fingers, powerfully pumping up the neck, filling the head, exploding out of the crown and going up the soul bridge into the soul star, concentrating it there and now feeding it into your branches all the way to the divine realm. Okay, secondary flow established. Please give me 3 deep breaths. Let's bring these two into perfect harmony. Your defense is just kicked online. Last one. Okay, wonderful. When you have the perfect level of flow, the body has enough energy, all the soul technologies start kicking back online. With reduction of energy, they go offline one by one. So intuition, portal technology, remote viewing, manifestation, they go off one by one. The last one to go is healing. In your case, this is not what has happened. So you maintain quite a good level of energy. But now the defensive capabilities came back. That's like, let's say, a shield or a magnetic field around the vessel with these two flows going in opposite direction. We've got a field going around. That just kicked back online. So first level of defense is the heart. Second one is from the brilliant human vessel. And finally, I want to ignite the divine fire around your aura. You've probably seen the depiction of this in all sorts of ancient cultures. Beings of divinity are shown with this fire around them. This is what we're speaking of.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you had to be initiated to have that fire.
And
You
oh
know?
yes, guess what? And you have to pay a guru for a year and wash the guru's feet to be initiated. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Wow.
That's the guru being greedy. Absolutely no. You know what?
Okay.
I'm going to do you one better. Now that you said this, challenge accepted. I'm going to give you Dragon Reiki in 10 minutes. And that's equivalent to a whole year, okay? So
Thank you very much.
no.
Wow.
Those gurus should be sent to spiritual prison. Okay. In the name of the beloved source of all sources, I ignite the sacred fire of transmutation around you with its own infinite intelligence and sentience, incorporating all its frequencies and colors from black all the way to infrared and red, through to violet and ultraviolet, all the way up to white. May this divine fire come into action with its own infinite sentience and intelligence. Anything that comes into contact with you will catch a blaze. It may choose to ascend and evolve, or it will burn to such a degree for what remains to be of service to the highest good of all once again. Okay, wonderful. And this is the final level of defense. This is comprehensive now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not taking a sword and hacking something. No, it's very much so of evolution, and something that has distortion, off balance. Whatever's causing that will burn, and they return to balance, and they continue on their merry way to evolve. So it is ethical, and it is nicely aligned with what you are as a soul to begin with.
Okay.
And now, speaking of the modality of Dragon Reiki. So, allow me to, let me just do some clearing. Something wants to mess with my throat. Okay. So, as you beautifully mentioned, my wonderful friend, there is so much distortion in everything, especially spirituality. It has become twisted. And so, the way of eating, you may eat this way, or you may eat this way. And many modalities insist on doing a whole set of dance and somersaults and then they eat this way. That is not necessary. With many modalities, distortions have entered in the form of, let's say, intermediary beings, symbols and sigils, all sorts of stuff to prevent you going the straight line, which is the way back to source. So in this modality, which I have put together, it's not mine. I'm just pulling in a certain thing that is beyond time. We're going all the way back home to source, pulling a thread from source, coming all the way back down and connecting that to the tanden. We know where it is coming from. There is no loss, there is no harvesting, there is nothing negative. It is you and the beloved source, and this is the purest way to heal. Okay, so imagine that your entire consciousness is sitting within the heart. And so you may look around and see the boundaries of this heart, which is now in the form of a brilliant, powerful sun. And so we start rising and going up all the way through the throat, through third eye and crown, leaving the body, going into our soul star. And so we look up all the way towards home. And one of the branches of the soul star is illuminated now in perfect radiant gold. We start going up through the dimensions and we reach the realm of light. Go through and reach the realm of primordial sound. And we go up through the realm of the primordial divine void. And now we enter into the consciousness and heart of the beloved source of all sources. It is so beautiful and wonderful. We are home. And so we give beloved source a big bear hug and a big kiss on the cheek. And we say, guess who's back? It's you. Because we acknowledge the most fundamental truth that we are the beloved source of all sources, incarnated in these bodies. It is so wonderful and beautiful that we want to stay. But yet we remember why we came down into all this separation and distortion to begin with. It is the glory and excitement of experience, all the wonderful things that are possible. We want all of it. And so with the tips of our fingers, we reach and we pull a delicate strand from the energy and love of source, and we wave goodbye and we start our journey back down, coming down through the primordial divine void into sound, through the realm of primordial light, and now entering manifestation down through the dimensions 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. We are back into the soul star. We come down the soul bridge and enter from the crown, come down, passing the third eye, throat and heart, going through the solar and sacral, and now we connect that string and plug it into the tanden, and the flow of energy begins. This connection is permanent. That is all it takes. You do not need years of meditation, anything. That is all it is. And so now I'm going to give you empowerments. These are like energetic codes or seeds. And so they are planted in your energy and they will unfold and evolve in a perfect way to serve you. So the way it will manifest in you is different from me. That is the best way. It is not strict. It is fluid, dynamic, and living. First empowerment complete. Let's do second out of 3. Okay, so we already have form and geometry and sparkles and color, and it's circulating. So this one is new to you. Although you have your own modality, this will be a wonderful addition to your already extensive toolbox. May it serve you really well. Let's seal the deal and make this permanent in your energy. Okay. May you be a confident and efficient healer. May you be the instrument of divine blessings upon everyone and everything that has the honor of coming into your presence. This is a gift of unconditional love. It comes from the heart. May it find its way to the heart. Okay, so now let's make sure the meridians are open and your hands are activated. Could you please hold your hands towards the screen? There we go. So let's empower both hands. So I'm going to start with the right hand. And now the left hand. Okay, so place hands together like this. Excellent. Let's check the flow of energy. Powerful, uninterrupted stream coming down from the divine realm into the vessel, nicely connecting into the tanden. So many colors, so much geometry. Okay, you've already built up a good amount of energy. Now guiding it up through the body, going sideways into the shoulders, moving in towards the elbows, now moving towards the wrists and powerfully moving into the hands. I am placing my hands over yours, and now let's start pulling in energy and strengthening them and making them more fluid and free of resistance. Okay, already plasma is exploding out, so your hands are illuminated. Let's start building energy, making them stronger and warmer. Excellent. Getting stronger, building up a nice amount of energy, encouraging more flow into the shoulders, down towards elbows, free of resistance, powerfully moving into the hands, and hands are getting stronger and stronger. Okay, we are good. So now you can just test it on your body. See if you feel any heat.
Quite a bit of energy going on.
That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So let
Yeah.
it flow for a little bit more. So now please send it my way so you can hold your palm. So target something along the central axis. Let's see in my own body here across the
Yeah.
ocean. Yes, yes, yes. Send. Let's see if I can feel where you're sending. I'm getting here again. So between solar and heart.
Heart. Heart.
Okay. So now choose another location. Let's see if I can feel it. By the way, this is now master level. So beyond distance and time, I'm feeling it powerfully.
Okay.
Ooh, this now is going up my neck and entering the head. Yeah.
Your throat. Throat.
Okay, so I got it initially, yeah, back here. Very, very, very powerful. Okay,
Okay.
my wonderful friend, you feel it. I feel
Thank
it. Now you are a master practitioner of Dragon Reiki.
you. Dragon Reiki. Thank you.
Dragon Reiki, yes. And so it didn't take you a year, and you didn't have to wash the guru's feet. I say
Yeah.
screw the guru and apply
Thank you.
oils and perfumes and yes, that big feather thingy that they want to use to, yes,
Yeah.
so they don't get too warm. None of that.
Okay.
Okay, so certain things are going to help you get stronger faster. One of the best things that you can do, so of course, anything local, any aches or pains, just place your hands and just think heal. No
Okay.
symbols, there's no juju, none of that. It's all the brilliant soul that you are. Then use trees. Now, in terms of biomass,
Mhm.
they're hundreds of times bigger than us, living cells.
Right.
So
Right.
if the tree makes friends with you and allows you to work with it, it'll pull energy. So instead of, let's say, a diesel engine, you've got a rocket engine that'll
Mhm.
pull energy through, open everything up, and strengthen all the meridians. That would be wonderful. Um, about the ethics of healing, well, if it's aligned with their highest good, then there is no violation. Of course, sometimes it may happen that a certain hardship may benefit a soul. And so when you are healing, just put that condition in that may they receive if it is aligned with their highest good, and that should do it. So
Okay.
now some final things. We did a lot of energy work together. In the realms of non-physicality, this happens pretty instantly. The slowest part is the body. So you have to give yourself some time for the body to calibrate itself. So
Mhm.
drink lots of water, and before
Mhm.
you drink it, make holy water. Hold it in your hand and say,
Yep.
"Hey, water, I love you." That's it,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so, if possible, please get an extra hour of sleep for the next 10 days to 2 weeks, because most of the
Okay.
adjustment happens during sleep. Avoid very harsh and spicy foods, and please avoid very harsh and spicy people. I love
Yep.
saying that part, right? So you're giving yourself the best conditions for the body to quickly catch up.
Okay.
Um, there's aftercare with these sessions, so anything you need, just let me know.
Okay.
Write to me. I'll get back to you as soon as humanly possible. There's not a massive team of people. It's just little old me.
Me.
So
Understood.
I'll do my absolute best to respond immediately or as soon as possible.
Okay.
I'll send you the recording of this, and yes, please, please don't be a stranger.
Oh, I won't. I will be back. I will be back at the Kiri, and I have to do the Kiri. But I have one question,
Yes,
and I
please.
was gonna go. I was gonna go all out. Me and my wife are hospice nurses, and we have been chosen to build a retreat in Hawaii. So the energy has gave us the property, and we're gonna start building. They say we was spirit callers in Lemuria, and we're
Hmm.
coming back to act. We're portals and coming back to activate people that awaken. They're going to be coming to Maui, Hawaii to be awaken. I have no
Goosebumps,
idea.
goosebumps
I
all
have no.
over. Yes,
I don't have.
yes, yes, yes.
I don't have any idea about the responsibility. But uh, Native American ancestors came in. I make drums.
Hmm.
Merlin Vortex, the dragons came in,
Yes.
and then I went. I just came. I was over in Hawaii for 3 weeks, and now the Bell and the Vajra has come in. So I'm like you said, I do my own thing, but I don't know which way to go now that because I can't focus on Buddhism. I got dragons and I got Native American. I got so. What would you do to harness that for healing? Because there's no specific. Now that I can manifest eagles. I talk to eagles. I communicate with eagles, rabbits, trees. All of this going on, but I never had a guru or anybody tell me anything. So I'm sitting here with all these modalities and energies. What would you do in your if you was in my situation? Because I can't go to Buddhism, shamanism. I think I can do it all in once, but I don't want to be
Yes.
greedy. Like, is it
Well,
possible?
you see, these are all different pathways to what
Hmm.
you have already achieved.
Oh,
And
okay.
so the ideal is to remove residue of trauma, any sort of blockage, for the light of the infinite soul to come in without resistance. Box checked. And so now just dance with the melody of your soul,
Okay.
beloved Krishna. These
Thank
are
you.
all these are all these are all tools to help people because we don't all learn the same way. They're all paths to truth. And they require us to go through the motions to reach where you have reached. And so now you are liberated. The connection to the infinite soul and the beloved source of all things is there. You
Okay.
know whom and what you are. You are not bound by any restriction. And so, this is a wonderful and beautiful question. What should you do? That which brings you the greatest joy. That is the
Okay.
most beautiful aspect of the energy of Krishna. Be cautious of who you surround yourself with, because it is your nature to grant their heart's desire, and not all hearts are healed. Many suffer from trauma, and so they are not clear filters for light. They may desire destruction and harm. And so this is upon you to be very cautious about the people that you surround yourself with. So
Sure.
activities, things, and people that bring you that childlike, innocent vibrance and joy, whatever that is for you.
Okay. Understood. Understood. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We will
Wow.
meet again. This has been, but I knew all along something was holding me back because there's no way I have all of this energy around me,
Yeah.
loving me, and I can't, I'm feeling stuck. It's like I can't connect. It's like I couldn't connect. So
There was some stuff in the way, but
thank you. Thank
it's
you.
no more. It is no
Okay.
more. You are in perfect condition. And so I bless you. I bless your life and I bless your journey. Thank you
Bless you
for
too.
being you.
You're
And
more than
yes,
welcome. And I know you have a long way to go today. And I appreciate you. And I will see you soon. Okay.
I look forward to it. Thank you so
Okay.
very much. And take
Thank
care of
you.
yourself. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care.
You too. Take care.
All the best to you. Bye bye. Bye.
Bye.